Can you hear me, Dennis?
Yeah, absolutely.
Excellent. And what else we have? Anna, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, excellent. Perfect. We're just going to wait for another minute or so, just to see if there is anyone else joining us, and then and then we'll get started. In terms of equipment, we will use a foam roller, and then just a mat if you have one.
What's that?
Just a mat on the ground.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
sure what that is.
Yeah, and then just a foam roller as well.
Yeah,
So
just
today will be
roll.
yeah. So today will be a stretch and roll class. So again, it will be mobility, flexibility rather than the high intensity classes which we done yesterday.
Is that alright?
Yeah, absolutely. Is that the spiky one?
You remember Xavier?
How are you?
Thank you.
He's my son.
Okay, nice to meet you.
Trying to get him to do the class, but he won't do it.
Yeah. Well, maybe the one tomorrow will suit him best, probably.
I thought this was a bit hit one. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
No problem. Okay. Do you only have that spiky one, or do you have another one of those as well? What about you, Dennis and Carrie? Do you have two foam rollers like that? Let's see. Excellent. Dennis, do you have two of those? Yeah, excellent.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. All right. Yeah, it looks like it will be just us today. So in a second I will mute both of you, but you should be able obviously to still hear me. Again, feel free to put some music on the background if you want it. Otherwise, we'll just be me for the next 30 minutes. We will start with some stretch exercises. Oh, we got someone else joining. Let's see. Okay. Hey, Kate, how are you? Let's see if she can hear us. Oh, on mute. Kate, can you hear me? Can you give me a thumbs up? Yeah, okay, excellent. All right, just said today we will need only a foam roller. So grab one if you have one. Yeah, excellent. Okay, we'll get started then. I'm just going to mute all of you. You should obviously still be able to hear me. Okay, so you're all muted now. Now we're going to start with the stretch exercises first, and then use the foam roller afterwards. Make sure you have water bottle if you need it. Again, today won't be too hard. It's more about the flexibility, more than that pure strength and high intensity. But you still might get tired at the end of the class. So we'll get started now. We'll go on the mat first. Shoes on and off. It's really up to you. Mine off. Now the first pose will be a child pose. So we'll be on your knees, going back with your bottom, and hands in front of you. And from there, we're going to walk your hands forward until you feel that nice stretch through both sides of your back there. Okay. And now hold that position, nice and long, and keep breathing normally. So in through your nose and then out through your mouth. In and out. Okay. Now from this position, I want you to walk your hands all the way to your left side. You know you should be feeling a stretch through the right side of your rib cage. So from here, you'll be walking the hands to the side like that. Same thing, hold the position, keep breathing normally, in through the nose, and out through your mouth. Okay, now all the way across to the opposite side. Okay, until you feel a nice stretch to the side of your rib cage. And then hold that position. Okay. And back to the middle. Now from this position here, we'll go into a back extension. So we'll go down here, and then with your hands, we're going to push up, chest off the floor, and then back down. Now make sure your hips are staying on the ground, so make sure you're not lifting up like that or arching through there. So your hips are on the floor, you're just coming up with your back and your chest off the floor. And back down. You might have to adjust your hands position, so if they're further away in front of you, you will work to a smaller range. If they are closer to you there, you'll be arching a little bit more. So just go with what's comfortable, making sure that your hips are still on the ground. For most people, it should be sort of right in front of your shoulders there. And down. So those were gently going up and down. 4, 5, 6, we'll do 10 of those. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. Now from this position, go back to your knees again. Now from here, we're going to bring one leg in front of you. The other knee will stay there. Now hands above your head there. We're going to go back with your hands and then pushing forward with this hip here, so the one that has the knee on the ground. And you should be feeling a nice stretch here to the front of your groin. So again, at the same time, go back with your hands and pushing with that hip forward. Then hold that stretch on top. And again, keep breathing normally. And relax. Now, with this front leg, we're just going to straighten it, and then we're going to reach down. So you should be feeling a nice stretch through your hamstrings, so those muscles on the back of your thigh. Yeah, well done. Keep holding it there. And if you're really flexible, try and reach for your toes. Otherwise, you can aim for your ankle. Make sure you're not bending through your knee, but you're keeping that knee straight down. Yep. And back here. Okay. Now from this position, we're going to swap legs. Yeah. And now same thing. So we're going to start with your hands, going out, bringing the hip forward and feeling that stretch through the front of your hip there. And going up. Now this leg, fully straight, and then reaching down. Again, keep breathing normally. In and out. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Okay. Now we're going to bring this knee back. Now hands down again. Now from this position with one hand, we'll go under, twisting through our mid back. And then we're going to turn it and go all the way up. I'll show you over here. So again, the hand is going under and twisting through my mid back there. Then I'm going all the way up. As I'm going up, I'm twisting through my mid back, but then with my head, I'm following my top hand. So keep looking at this hand throughout the movement. So going down and up, down and up, 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 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yeah, well done everyone. Okay. Let me have a look. Okay. Now the next one, we'll do obviously the same thing on the other side. So from here, now we're going to go with your left hand, going down and then twisting all the way up. Down and up. Down and up. And keep going. 4, 5. Keep going until 10. I'm just going to have a look there. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. Everyone okay there? Yeah. Okay. Now, next one will be a reverse Scorpio. So I will show you. Again, this one is a low back stretch. So from this position, you basically be on the ground, and then with this leg, you're trying to go to the other side and back. Trying to tap on the floor and back. Again, just go as far as you feel comfortable. If you have any low back issues at the moment, it might not be the best stretch for you. So I'm just going to have a look there. Okay, I'll show you again. From here, and then going across. Okay. Now, back into this position. Now from here, we're just going to do some knee rocks. So rocking your knees all the way to one side and to the other side. So that's a bit more gentle. Still low back exercise. If you've had any back issues in the past, you were probably prescribed one of those before. So again, relaxing, gently rolling your knees all the way down from one side to the other side like that. And keep going, let me have a look. Excellent. Okay. Now the next one from there, we're going to straighten both of your legs. Then we're going to bring one knee up to your chest, holding that there, and again feeling that nice stretch through your back. Okay. Now from this position, what I want you to do is try and bring this knee across, aiming for your opposite shoulder. So now you're not only getting your low back, but you should be feeling a nice stretch through your glutes. So this muscle's on the side of your hip. So there and across. So the sort of angle is aiming towards the opposite shoulder. So if that's my left knee, I'm aiming towards my right shoulder there. There and across. And back down. Now we're going to go on the other leg. So starting just with a simple knee to chest on that same side. So right knee angling towards your right shoulder. So now you should be feeling this only in your low back. You shouldn't be feeling much through your hips. Nice and relaxed. Okay. And now we're going to bring that across again. So now from here we're aiming to that opposite shoulder. So from this side, I'm trying to bring it across towards my left shoulder there. Make sure you're not lifting your hip. So make sure you're not going across like that. So the hip is still in contact with the floor. And keep going, let me have a look. Okay, and relax. Now from here we're going to the glute stretch. So lying on the back, we're going to bring one foot in this position, so on top of the other knee. Then with your hands, you will go behind your hamstring there. And then you're going to be bringing the knee towards your chest. So feeling a stretch through that glutes. So I'll show you again. One foot over the other knee. My hands across the hamstring of the other leg. And then I'm trying to bring that up. You should be feeling a nice stretch through your glutes. So these hamstrings and these muscles in your bottom there. Let me have a look. Yeah, well done. Excellent. Okay. Now we're going to swap sides. So from here, we'll go the other leg. Same drill. So bringing that knee up, feeling that stretch through your glutes. Yeah, well done there. And back down. Now from here, we're going to stretch your hamstrings. So we're going to grasp your hands like that. And now we're going to bring one foot all the way up and gently down. All the way up and gently down. All the way up. You feel a nice stretch through these muscles here and down. So these are dynamic stretch. So rather than holding the position, we're actually working through the range. Nice and slow. 4, 5, 6, in. Swap legs, so across, and up, and down. 2, 3, keep going. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one, 10. Excellent. Okay, we're going to use our foam roller now. Have a drink if you need it, and then we'll get started. Okay. So we're going to start by working on our legs. So the first one will be on your calf. So one foot like that, the other one on top, and then rolling up and down. I'll show you a side view. So one leg there, so right there on my calf, the other one on top, and then I'm lifting through my hands and working my way up and down. Like so. Up and down. Let me have a look. Yeah, excellent. Okay. Now let's swap sides. So go on your left side. Now all the way up and down. Now you can rotate through. It will generally be the inside of your calf that you feel a little bit more. So you can turn your foot in if you need it. And then from there, you'll get that medial part of your calf. Up and down. Okay. And relax. Now next one we'll go on our hamstrings. So similar concept. One leg on top, the other one across. And then we're rolling all the way up and down. Similar thing, we can target more the inner or the outer part of your hamstrings. All you need to do is basically turn with your foot and with your hips in or out more. Up and down. Swap sides. So let's go on your left leg. Same thing. Still going through your hamstrings. Up and down. Again, if you find any of those trigger points, just spend a little bit more time there. You might find a couple of those spots which will be a little bit more tender. You feel that feel good discomfort as you're going through, and you can just keep working on those a little bit longer. And you can modify the angle a little bit, going in and a rest. Now the next one we'll be working on the front of our thighs, on our quads. So from here, I'll be going through my front there. So move that to the side so I have room for the other leg to move. And then from there I'm going up and down. So I'll show you here. The leg is going top and I'm working all the way in and up, down and up. The other leg is basically on the side. So move the foam roller so that only one leg is working. The other one is just resting there to allow me to push up and down through there. So start on one side and just work your way through all the way down from your hip to your knee there. All the way up and all the way down. Look. Okay. All right. Now we're going to swap sides. So if you were working your right quad, we'll be going on your left. But yeah, same concept again. So foam roller to the side. I'm going there. And the other leg is just on the side there. And we're rolling all the way up and down. From your hip, all the way down to your knee. Okay. And relax. Now the next one, we'll be working on the side of your hip. So from there, we'll be in this position. We're going up and down, up and down. So let's go back a little bit so you can stay in. So putting the pressure to your elbow, you can go up and down like that. You can bring the other leg across and have it on the ground. It's really up to you, but again, rather than working on the front part of our thigh, we're now working on that side there. Avoid this area down here in your knee. So just work so here to your where your front pocket will be. So this sort of section there. So you're moving up and down, up and down. Let me have a look. Yep. Excellent. Okay. Now I'm going to swap sides. So we're going to go on your left hip now, so up and down, up and down, and down, all the way through. Up and down. Again, avoid that area around your knee. So just up to where your shorts finish around there. And let me look. Yeah, excellent. Okay. Now, next one, we'll be working through your back. So we'll have a foam roller here. You'll be lying on it with your back and then push into your feet. Just going to slowly work all the way up and down through that main back area. So all the way up and down. Up and down. Okay. Give a look. Yep. Excellent. Okay. Now, from that same position, we're going to have your hands across like so, supporting your head. Now we're going to keep that foam roller nice and still, and then from here we'll arch back and then come in front. Then we're going to work on the next segment, so coming down a little bit, going to the next vertebrae, and then doing the same thing, going back and going up, working all the way up and down, up and down, and down. Now as you get to the top, you just work your way down again, up and down, next level, down and up, and up. Okay. Now, next one. It was Kate. Kate. Yeah. Now, the next one, we'll be using the foam roller just on one side of your low back. So again, now it's not all the way across, it's just on the side there. You're then leaning on the side and then rolling up and down. I'll show you again. So from here again, the foam roller just on one side of my back is not crossing over. Now leaning with my low back muscles and then gently working up and down there. Up. Okay. Well done. Keep going through there. Excellent. Okay, now I'm going to swap sides. So same thing, only on that side, leaning there, and then gently working up and down through those low back muscles. Up and down. Like so. Excellent. Okay. Now, the next one we'll be working on your glutes. So we'll show you, we'll have foam roller over here, across both sides. You're going to put your bottom on top of the foam roller there. Then bringing one foot across to the other knee. So going into that glute stretch. Then you're going to turn your body a little bit towards the side, so that that foam roller is right there on your glutes, so your bottom muscle there, and then you're working up and down through there, up and down. Show your front view as well. Again, from here, bringing the foot across. So now I'm working on my left side, so I'll change my angle a little bit. And there I am. So I'm going up and down through my bottom muscles. Up and down. Okay. Working through there. And relax. Now we'll go on the other side. So hold the leg across and have your hand there to hold it. Twisting with your bottom and then working up and down through there. couple cool down exercises. So from there, bring your feet up towards you, push into your elbows, feeling a nice stretch through your groin muscles. And just holding it there. Now bring one leg in front of you. Feeling it stretch through your hamstrings. Holding it down, trying to reach towards your toes. And if you can't, that's fine. Just aim for your ankles. But make sure the knee is nice and straight. So avoid bending it, just to be able to touch your toes. Keep it down and just go as far as you feel comfortable. Now swap sides. Again, you might find some differences side to side. During my left hamstrings are quite a bit tighter compared to the other side. I generally can't touch my toes, whereas I can't do it today. So I guess yeah, those classes are working, and I'm getting a little bit more flexibility. And relax. Okay. All done for today. Have a drink.